Hey everyone, welcome to the SoapWire podcast brought to you by the TV Cave. We did take a little break and you got the interview with Maurice P. Carey, okay, from Beyond the Gate. So we'll be getting to that too because we have a lot to talk about because I know that we missed last week, but we still gonna try and breeze on through. But of course, we have to tell you that the SoapWire once again is brought to you by the TV Cave where you get our thoughts, Ashley, Sheree, and Neens on our stories. SoapWire is also sponsored by Katie Waltman Jewelry, and it offers elegant handcrafted pieces from stockable rings and gold-filled bracelets to personalized charm necklaces featured in Elle, InStyle, Oprah.com, and worn by celebrities such as Molly Sims. So please use the promo code SoapWire. SoapWire together, not apart. And welcome. I am Ashley Sheree, everyone, and this is
Hey, y'all, it's your girl Deneen.
Let's get started. Some of our breaking news does pertain to a little bit of last week. So, a lot of you may already know Jens, who plays Kai on General Hospital. He has been taken off contract. Don't know why, but I don't know. Kind of makes
How you
me
feel?
I don't, it kind of makes me worry a little bit about like Trina's story. So like what is that gonna look like if he's gonna be on recurring? But in all honesty, they really haven't given Trina her own story.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like what I'm thinking about. So, and now she just won't have a man. I don't know if General Hospital is ready to bring back Spencer. I don't think they want to be honest, right now, because I feel like low key they don't want, and this is just my opinion. I feel like they don't want Trina and Spencer together, and there was such a big fans, well, so many big fans who like loved Sprina. So I don't know, but I do feel like he was cut because of all of the other people that they're bringing back, like Kelly, the guy that plays Nathan. So I feel
Yeah.
like that had a lot to do with it. So unfortunately, he was part of the cuts. I don't think we're going to see him as much as we see the man who plays Cody because Cody is best, is like guy who plays Cody, Josh Kelly, is like besties with Frank over there. So that's just my opinion. What
And I
about
feel
you?
like, and I feel like even with Josh Kelly stepping down from contract status, so I think he like reoccurring came on. We still see you up there more than a lot of people that are contract. So
Exactly.
yeah,
And he has more stories than people who
yeah,
are on the.
He's involved in a lot more storylines, and in storylines that you're kind of like, okay, you were inserted. Like,
Mhm. Like, why
once
are you there with Rick? You had to be the one to find Rick. Like,
And he had a scene with Ronnie last week, and she was like, "Tell me about Monica." And I yelled at my TV, and he responded. He said, "I really didn't know too much about her." And I was like,
okay.
"Oh, you better be honest."
Yeah, you
Like,
saw my face, like
out of all the people that
all
could
the
be in the
people. I
house,
I
you're
couldn't
gonna see her. And I hate when it's like the mirror, and you don't know which side your hair.
just do
But
them both at the same time.
like, I hate the fact that that scene was even done because for
Yeah. Yeah,
Like, I don't know, it's like he playing Inspector Gadget. Like, that's been his character. Like, you found the dog, you found
not
Rick,
expecting that.
like now you talking to Ronnie. Like, I don't get it.
I mean,
Like,
also you found Scout when she ran
you
away.
found Scout. Like, yeah, you are out here finding
Because
people.
I'm like, why did he have to be the one to find Scout? Like, it's too many people that she has family
Like,
members with, and it's him.
is
Okay.
this if this is the whole him and Molly ultimate lovers? Push it. Let's
Yeah.
do it. This is not a slow burn.
At all, because you're still not giving Molly a real story. So you don't, that's again, and I just feel like with General Hospital, I'm sorry, yeah, we're going on a tangent. I feel like sometimes with General Hospital, the people that the fans really, really like, they're like, no, we're doing this one instead. Like, that's what it feels like it gives to me, and I hate that for us. So, yeah, I don't know. But also, really quickly too, since we weren't on last week and we gave you guys the interview instead, we didn't really get a chance to talk about the daytime Emmys. So I just want to say congratulations to Paul Telfer. I was like, oh, like, but I do feel like he deserves it. He does be acting his ass off. And I do feel as though sometimes you got to mix it up. I have liked Dom to get it too, especially how he acted when Sam did die. I still remember vividly as he was exiting the elevator and like him and Rocco just heard it.
please, please. Oh, Ashley, don't you take me there. So I remember when we were filming during that time period, we was like everybody going for Emmys. Like this is literally like everybody's going to get nominated. And then you had Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy did win it. She did good too. And I couldn't see like why she won that because Nancy is a pro. She's a legend, like in the soap world. How I do have my issues with Nancy as a person, but that's just not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about her
But
as an actress.
Natasha,
Yeah.
Alexa Natasha.
I need Natasha to come back so bad. Oh,
I thought Natasha came back with Rick, but then y'all let Rick escape. Natasha want to let Rick get out.
exactly. No, I need Natasha on Drew ass. That's what I need. Like, I just
Mm.
felt like she's letting him, you know what? But once again, we'll talk about that
When we
when we
get to
get to
it,
it. But I do think Paul Telfer winning and how excited Days of Our Lives his colleagues were. It was so freaking cute, y'all. They were up there screaming, hollering, like they wanted that for him so bad. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to Nancy because she did an amazing job. Supporting wise, it was nope, I'm not gonna go emerging star Lisa who plays Luna. Bravo, girl. She deserved that. Like, even though Luna is getting on my last effing nerve, like, I'm happy that she won. And her speech was so cute. And she talked in her native language to her parents, or it could be her parents' native language. But I was like, woo, woo, woo. This is so nice. Like, so I love that for her. Supporting wise, Susan Walters, one who plays Diane Jenkins Abbott, that was great for her as well. She did deserve it, but if there was anyone else who could have gotten it, I would have been like Lindsay was behind her, who plays Sarah on Days of Our Lives. So maybe next year.
it's another one that you didn't mention that I thought you were going to mention that I had
Who,
got that.
Jonathan?
Like, yeah. Like, you see, I was over here really mute, smiling, waiting.
Yeah, Jonathan Jackson, he won again. This is his sixth Emmy.
Like it was nepotism, if that's the correct word.
And
Like,
favoritism, maybe,
there we
because
go. Because I just, like,
y'all can tell by the silence that we're trying to muster up what to really say. Like, we will never take
love
anything away from
JJ.
Jonathan.
I
Like,
love JJ. I love
period.
Jonathan.
And
Like
every Emmy before
his
this one was
cry,
deserved.
so deserved. I just binged Nashville. Like literally, like I the phenomenal actor. But I just feel like you came in for the plot.
Yep. Yep.
People that are not there for the plot were
I
deserving as well.
exactly. And I feel that too. Also, just my opinion once again, I think he came in thinking he was gonna have more scenes with Jeannie Francis, who plays Laura.
He said that was a really big motivating factor for him returning. And then y'all had her not even was it what wait, she wasn't there or she wasn't there when Lulu woke up. One of them
Yeah. Like
is
both.
she wasn't there. And
The scenes were so limited. I was like, no wonder why he had a clause to get out. He didn't really get what he wanted or what he was coming essentially back for. But he also thanked her too in his speech, and I thought that that was really, really nice. Even if I was a little bit like about him winning, and also General Hospital winning, directing, writing, and like
it's all,
writing.
it's all right because when the next cycle, we shall see.
Yeah, I don't think they should have swept, but that's just me. But also, I do realize that soaps are kind of in a wonky state
Yeah.
concerning like writing and all that other stuff. So, yeah. But anyways, we're gonna chug it on along to Bold and the Beautiful, Beyond the Gates,
The gate.
BTG first, and Bold and
About
the
to say
Beautiful. Be
bold in the gates.
Because well, when we get to Boat, it is probably going to be short because it's always the same thing with them. But with Beyond the Gates, we do have a lot to talk about. We always have a lot to talk about with BTG. One thing that we really wanted to touch on that we really didn't get the opportunity to is also the whole Haley Randy reveal. When I tell you my mouth was on the ground and it needed to be picked up, like it did. It was so good.
So do y'all remember when Randy Sammy came out? like when Haley had came out from the bathroom in Uptown, she had blood all over her. And I was like, no, y'all, they said his name was Sammy. Everybody thought that. I was just going, look. And I was like, no, I watched the TV with those subtitles on there. It said Sammy.
Maybe.
It said it was Randy. I'm like, I'm confused. And Deneen, y'all listening too hard. It was a couple of friends hit me and was like, Deneen, you're listening too hard. I was not.
Not the friends like, no, girl.
Y'all, where do you stay in your delusions? And my delusions was right. They did call this man Randy and Sammy two different times. Like
Mhm.
I was completely I thought that maybe they had some type of romantic involvement with each other. Like I thought maybe like, it was like we setting people up together, but this my man type stuff.
Yeah.
But for that to be a family member,
And this is something we've been doing for years.
this time we've been doing for talking about this the longest that she been married to one of her husbands. That she was gonna do Joey first, and he was like, "Nah, Joey will kill
We
you."
trying to live.
Like we gotta be for real. Like
You want us to die? No, girl. What?
I want the coins and my life. Like
Yeah, that was crazy though, but I just loved it. And it took us damn near 8 months to get here. I was just like, damn. But low key, I mean, I would have rather it would have been like 4 months and then they kind of like let us in a little bit more. But hey, we're here now and we're happy that we're here now. And also it was just like really, really good. Also noting Leslie Dana Honolulu Sherrod of it all tried to confront June because she was jealous June and Ted, which they do have chemistry. I wouldn't mind that. I'm not gonna lie, but I just feel like Leslie just be doing too much and then threatening. She threatened Kat to Nicole. It's just too much. Like, and then I just really hate how Nicole at that point in time, this is when she had on the red pants, y'all. She just, I feel like she just let her get away with it, and it wasn't any zinger. So it was at one point, I was like, okay, they're kind of really like going, but I don't care how classy you are, don't come for my kid. And I think they kind of really allowed us to see how Nicole could go back in a classy way when she met Peaches, and that's what I needed to see. Like you can be classy and read a bitch down. Like you can, and I just didn't appreciate how in the past they didn't, but now they have. And it looked like it did bother Leslie Dana Honolulu Sherry because now she can't get to her like she, used to. But
I would like Ted and June together. I do want to stop there first. It would give me like the whole Pretty Woman storyline almost. Like
that would be cute.
yeah, I think it'll be really cute. Do I feel like it'll be like a long term thing? I don't know. He's going to slide back with Nicole at one point.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's gonna
The
happen.
like they're gonna slide back.
Mhm.
Um, I don't. Okay, so my thing is with Nicole as a character. I feel that she is
Cold.
too passive when I want her to be more assertive.
Hmm.
And I feel that she lacks empathy when she needs empathy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
her emotions aren't regulated.
But then she tries to help people regulate theirs.
Man, but you know what? You know what? I'm not even finna hold you. That's the most fucking therapist. So if she is sticking to her role as a therapist, my girl, we
You
see
got it.
you. We see you and we understand. Like you be out here out of fucking whack. I get it. But I just feel like from family approach, like you be unregulated in your day to day.
Hmm.
But like when it comes to showing up for your family, you still hold some of that empathy. Like you're still able to not be. She's super desensitized. Like
Yeah.
she's like so desensitized, and I feel like she's gonna have a break. Like, and I wonder
Soon.
if that's what they're building up to. Like, I didn't held this in. Y'all didn't play with me for so long. I didn't try to like handle each situation with grace.
Hmm.
That she gonna just. I wonder what it's gonna be.
I kind of low key would love it because I feel like Daphne would like kill that. I've
Yeah.
had, and I mean, if y'all look on TikTok when I'm reporting certain things, I've had an issue with the way that they are writing Ted and Nicole. I do feel like sometimes writers have favorites. It's just evident. The lines that are given to Danny and Bill are like chef's kiss. Even the way that they write Andre when he's with Danny. But do you see who's always there? And even last week, Danny with Joey. That was good too. So it's just like
What do you think about Nicole and Ted's chemistry?
I think that girl, when they hugged each other, I
It
was
was like,
like, oh, oh.
Nicole,
I said like
um,
what? And
you do the shoulder up. Oh,
yeah, like it was just like a moment, and I was like, oh, and then it brought me back to a time where they did that before, and I think they were either in the hotel again or in the office. It was something, and just
I
like
think it was the office.
the way that they were looking at each other and the passion that I said, this is it, and I had forgot about it until I saw them hug, and I was like, they have Kim. Like, what's the holdup? Why are they not writing for them? They barely have any scenes. They
Yeah.
don't have any scenes with their children. Like, we see nothing. So I just really hate the writing for them. And I know that they could potentially have something. So I don't know. And now they're divorced and all of that stuff. Like, it's just kind of like, it's a bummer to me because I see it there, but then I'm like, why are we not moving? Like, but I have to say too, in the same token, I did like that we finally got more of Nicole's point of view when she was with her parents. It's something about when she's with Anita, even though if she's covering it up, like she's still a tad bit more open.
Mhm.
So, like, I
Yeah, she's
don't
more vulnerable there. Like that's her safe spot.
because I feel like if people notice, not only does Danny call Anita out and Danny call, well, Danny does do that too. Danny call Nicole out and Nicole receives it. She's also called out by Anita, and she's able to receive it too. Those are the only two people where I see sometimes like when they call her out on her ish, like it's just a small little shift change in her. And I do feel like Anita's favorite is Nicole and Vernon's favorite is Danny. Like they just have those type of
Been
relationships.
saying that since the beginning, so like it still tracks too because their manners toward each other.
Exactly. And then like Anita was just, what she sees and she's like, and she, to your point too, she was like, she's covering it up. Like she's not really expressing herself like all the way. And she's like, basically, she's a little bit concerned in a sense. Like she wants her daughter to be able to express herself. But that's the thing. Like Nicole doesn't really express herself, period. Like you don't really see a emotion. Sometimes she is like cold. I feel like the only time we saw any type of emotion was like after the reveal of the cheating. So I
Yeah,
I can't
yeah,
wait till they, Dove, get a little bit like, more into that. So free her and write her good. And then also Danny and Andre were summoned. I'm just like, can we just they are grown as hell. Danny gotta be like in her 50s.
and I feel like Danny says it each time, like I'm a adult with adult children,
Word.
and y'all keep trying to come for me. And the age gap, and then what I really don't like that they keep kind of bringing up now is, oh, we've grown up with Andre. We've known Andre his whole life. We've known Andre since he was a child. Okay, that even if that's so, it was never like continuously said that like that while they were getting to explore each other.
Exactly. It wasn't harped on. They probably thought, oh, she's just having fun. And now that it's just like a marriage is involved, they're like, wait, hold up. But
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that way.
like they both got their own money. You can't call him a gigolo or a gold digger because he probably
Right.
got just as much money as Danny does. So
But he does have a secret.
yeah, I think so. So
Has a secret. And is Bill going to be the one to find it out? Dun,
ugh,
dun. And then is Danny going to look at him like he's a hero, or is she going to hate him more for interfering? Like,
at first she probably gonna hate him. And then it's just like gonna, go back and then be fine. For me personally, like I hope that Haley succeeds. But then if Haley
you
succeeds,
want Haley to kill Bill?
not kill.
Kill Bill.
Not that far,
This
not that
be the
far, because I love
wordplay y'all
Simone.
trying to do.
But But like succeeds in a way of like getting money from him or just like Bill get like
Okay.
being like his feelings and emotions being hurt just because of the way he has treated Danny. I feel like he needs that karma to understand like what he did and what he lost. But also if that does happen, that's when I feel like the door is going to be open more for Danny to be more like woo woo woo, even though she's still woo woo woo, which I hate. They've had three kisses, and that's another thing that bothers me.
And
The
they
way
they do just keep kissing like y'all not married to other people.
not married to other people, not like Bill didn't treat Danny like ish. Like I haven't forgotten the way that Bill was talking to her when BTG first started. I've never forgotten that, and that always rubbed me the wrong way. But then he can get three kisses. Like, are we like serious right now? But then people are harping on Ted. Like, granted, the harp on Ted is necessary because he don't know how to stand on business and shut the door and Leslie Dana Honolulu's face. But like people seem to be so much more forgiving to Bill, who is just as bad. Danny brought him a whole suite for his law firm. Like, are we serious right now? And how he did her? And then y'all craving for them to be back together already, and Bill hasn't even done anything to earn that.
No, I am a DeAndre stan.
You're
Like I love Danny and Andre. I do want their plot to continue out, especially like the depth of them, because I feel like I don't know if y'all knew when y'all was pairing like what y'all did when y'all did it, but just like how they bring out
the best.
the best in each other, the chemistry be chemistry and like the
Girl.
dialogue be dialoguing, like just the interaction. I haven't been this smitten
Right?
since my
Yeah.
my fave.
Your
Like
face. You can say the
my
name.
fave was a slow burn. How they kind of we not supposed to be together, but we together.
Type thing.
I love that for them. So I don't know.
Me
I want to see.
Me too, and I would love for them as well, like you said, to get more in depth talk about. But I do feel like they talk about their feelings. They're super honest. They communicate. Granted, Danny has lied. She hasn't told him about the kisses,
Kiss
so
that man 30 times. Like that's
yeah.
gonna come out, and I think she's gonna see how she hurt Andre with that. We still know that they going to baby girl Halloween party that's coming up soon. Y'all talked
Yep.
about it. We want to see it. If you talk about it, we want to see it. We want to see the baby. She gonna be a photographer nurse. We want to see that, And I think you'll see like some Andre Ashley scenes, but
Ugh.
and I think too, when I say I want them to be more in depth, I want them to be more respected by everybody else. Like I want y'all to honor them as a real couple the way we see them as a real couple.
Yeah, like, because at this point, they are. And I just don't understand how people can't even really see that, whether we're talking about on the screen or we're talking about the fans as well, just because, like, I don't know. I've never seen a couple just be so honest on a soap opera and have it feel so refreshing. Like, I'm like, yeah, I like this type thing. But of course, they still have some snakes in there. But I also wish that they would get Ashley like out of the orbit because when Andre acts with when Sean acts with Carla and Timon, like it just feels like different. It feels like oof, like yeah, like it just feels like he comes alive, and also the writing comes alive too. And I
Right.
don't feel that when it's them two. Maybe because I don't care about that storyline. Also noting Jen is lovely. We interviewed her. She's literally amazing, but I do feel like they need to do something else with her character and get her away from Andre. That's just me.
And away from Derek too.
Yeah, he's better with Shanice. Because
He is. I really fucks with them. Like they're really cute. Like he's able to talk to her. She keeping him in check. Like you need to tell that girl you know how to walk. Like like I like them. I enjoy them.
me too. So like, yeah, but we'll we'll see. We gotta, chug it on along. I don't know, but we'll see. But okay, so they're still talking about the Naomi and the Jacob situation. She's not pregnant. They're still having issues. I don't know. Like for me, I'm just like I do understand because we had an agreement and we talked about this the last time. We did. We had an agreement. We weren't gonna have children, and now things change. And now Naomi's getting drunk because she feels. I feel like she feels insecure about her relationship now, and she doesn't know. like where it's gonna go because she is dead set against having kids, like point blank, period. And now it looks like maybe Jacob isn't dead set against having kids. So like, how
Yes.
is that going to work out? Because if we said no kids in the beginning, we have a scare, and now it looks like it looks. I don't know. They have to figure that out. I know people are annoyed with Naomi, but just think if you had said that we weren't going to do this, you get a scare, and now it looks like your husband does want to do it. Like, and I just see that I feel like Naomi is not communicating and expressing herself in a way that maybe Jacob could really understand it. They need a mediator or like something for them to get because I do feel Jacob is trying, but he sometimes men be trying and they still don't get it. And I think she's getting frustrated.
That is true. And I think a lot of that too, like Naomi said something last week about, we thought love would be enough.
Hmm.
And a lot of couples do that. I'm with this person. I really love this person. But when you think about the continuation, like, well, what am I doing with this person? What is life going to look like? You start to see life outside the person and you like, oh, we need to talk about this.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
think for Jacob, it was like, it's an out of sight, out of mind thing. Once the possibility of, oh, I could be a father came into play, it's hard for him to see anything but.
Mm,
And yes, y'all had that conversation, but conversations are always okay until it become a real life situation.
that's true
And
too.
really able to be like, oh, we need to talk about this again. But for Naomi, it's like, no, we talked about it. Like
He
she's
agreed.
like, why is this coming up again? Like I don't understand. But he did also say something that kind of like, I don't know. It was during the conversation in the bedroom because all the conversations happen in the bedroom. And
They do.
he do. It's
Or
like,
Uptown, one of them.
yeah,
They
it's
don't
like the
go to the
pillow
country
talking.
club. They don't
I
have
feel like
talks.
no, I feel like they like a pillow talk couple. That's in. Let's go in the bedroom. That's why they got a bedroom. That's one
Yeah.
of the 27.
Sets.
So I just feel like he said something regarding I'm not a lawyer. I don't have my words just put together like you do.
Yeah. Yeah, he was
And it
something.
was like it was a dig, but it was also real for how he
Hmm.
felt. Like, and
Yeah.
I it may be the couples therapist in me, but I enjoyed it because it was like, oh, I read under that. Like,
Yeah.
be expressive. I don't have to be all clean, put together. This is me being vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I didn't have time to think it out.
yeah, it's like this is me, this is who I am. You're my wife. I'm telling you how it is, and then you trying to pull that professional because I think she's
Yes.
always in lawyer mode. We're not, no, take the lawyer hat off and let's have a conversation as a real bona fide couple. So I got that, yeah, too. He low key Jacob be cutting her up.
He do. He like, no, let's talk. And at first we ain't know.
Mm,
I didn't know. I was like me. I didn't know. But I like this. Like he's holding his own. Like, no, this is how I feel. And I can't wait to see like more scenes with him and his brother too.
yeah. Guys, Isaiah came. That's a great segue. I like him already. I want to see with his deep voice. I'm
But
intrigued.
Eva
Not
was
with
the first.
Eve.
Eva was the first. Bear my crest. Hey, I'm here. Let me get that pen. Type energy. So
Yep.
I was like, oh, but they're spicy. Eva is very spicy.
Yeah.
Eva's very spicy, and I feel like he's the chill out.
He
Like
type.
he gonna talk her through it. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think Cat. I wanted Cat, but I don't know anymore. I need
Yeah.
to see them on screen with each other.
Yes.
I make that decision.
Yes, that's the thing. I too wanted to have him with Kat first because I feel like Kat is the bougie, prissy type of girl, and I feel like she needs a man to be like. Because sometimes, okay, sometimes I do like when men be like, "Girl, let's stop." I feel like she needs that from her man sometimes to just like, let's reel this shit in. Like, come on,
You
like,
want
bro.
me? Okay, am I doing too much? Okay, I took it too far. I'm sorry. Because
Yeah,
sometimes you
sometimes
do.
you do. You be mad. Sometimes you be mad as hell, and like it goes, and then be like, all right, let me pull back a little bit because let me get myself together. And I feel like Kat needs that in a man that she would never get from No Mas. But
Yeah.
also like seeing like Eva and Isaiah together, even though Eva low key lately has been really like pushing my buttons, they do have chemistry and they did look cute. But also, what surprised me too is Naomi and Isaiah. The way that they looked at each other when he like saved, I was like, oh, what is this,
I don't know, but I want to see it. I want to see what's gonna happen.
girl?
I want to see it all.
All of it. I was
I
like,
want all of it. Give me all of it.
let's just do this. Let's see. Like who's next? You know what I'm saying? Like let's do this. So that was good too. And I really, really liked it. Helly and Brandy are starting to get a little bit sloppy in their plan to,
Sam, because Danny ain't no fool.
mm-hmm.
Danny ain't no fool, baby. Danny ain't no fool. Because then she say, I'm just gonna mind my business. My mama said, well, she taking a fine time
Yeah.
to mind her business. Like,
Now you want mind your wouldn't have you mind your business. You talk about mind your business, but then a few days later, here you go talking to Joey about Vanessa. Danny, you can't mind your business, and that's okay. It's just who you are, girl. We love you. So yeah, that was that. So calling them out about that. And then also like the last thing is the broken penile. I was just like, what's happening here? I was just like, yeah.
it
I
was a story.
don't it was what?
It was a story.
Yeah.
I said, like, like
That nobody liked. I just feel like Kat and Nomas have lost any type of energy that they had previously. It's just because from what I've seen, people are just really not vibing with Nomas right now. They're just not. I think it's just been
he slept with sisters, no accountability for sleeping with sisters.
none.
And it was just like, y'all went on as planned. Like, he didn't suffer.
Exactly. He didn't at all. Like it wasn't drawn out.
No.
They still was trying to be with him. I'm like him. Like, are we serious? And it was both of them, Eva and Kat. And I was just like, are we looking at the same person? Like, y'all, like, come on, girls. Like, let's get this together. Cause what?
It's a do better.
Do better. Oh goodness. And oh, I said that was last, but like Vanessa girl, you in danger, honey. Like you are playing with fire. I'm just like, yikes. I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see. She done shipped her son back off to school. She said, you need to get out of here and inviting Joey in her damn house. At least she said we ain't gonna be in the man bedroom. She said I might get haunted by Dougie if he's even still alive. So I mean, like he might still be around. We don't know. We ain't seen
We
nobody.
don't, right. We don't know.
And low key, even on stories when they have a body, they still be coming back. So even that don't mean nothing. But yes, that was our thoughts on BTG. Let's mosey on down to Bold and the Beautiful. I mean, at the end of the day, you already know what's going on there. But I have to say, Jackie, who plays Steffi, is back. Yes, girl, come back. And she looks good after having her
We're
fifth
good in her little
child.
bubble jeans. I said, let's talk about it. I said the booty is poking in them jeans, girl.
Okay, the
Jackie,
fifth.
you look good. With your silk, she had a little silk blouse on with the
She had the
jacket.
heels on.
She looked good. She
Okay.
did.
That her last son and did her body good. I said, okay, Jackie, we see you 5 kids in. Okay,
Okay.
girl. So yeah, and then she also goes and confronts Luna, lets her know you ain't ever getting back. Like this not happening. You're gonna stay in jail, and that's it. But I am happy that she is home, so we get to have more stories with her. And then also Deke, slips in his drawings to he gets hired, by them. Yay, I guess. And Luna just continues to plot. So it was also revealed that she did have someone beat her up the last time, and that's how um Bill Spencer works, to get her pardon. And she has the girl do it again. So now Will can come and see her. They don't that man don't want you.
So fearful for me and the baby. I'm just so fearful. I'm so desperate. I thought about that when I was watching those scenes, and I feel
Manipulation
like
is best.
I wanted Will to make a declaration.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not angry enough for me. But then it's also like, are you still processing what happened? Like, do you understand what happened? Are you just like, oh, well, she's pregnant with my baby? But how? this occurred. Like I just need him to have a crash out moment of you did this to me. Like
Yes.
you violate. Like I need that.
Instead, they're sweeping it underneath the rug. Like it's not really being explored. And I feel like, once again, I keep saying it, like Bold and the Beautiful can be very irresponsible when they do storylines that involve SA. They keep doing it. And I'm just like, if you're gonna do it, at least do it right. We haven't seen Will struggle. He doesn't really talk about it. It's only really about like Luna. They're looking over the big topic, which is that she spiked his drink, she drugged him, took advantage of him, wore a whole mask to act like she was his girlfriend at the time. That's not normal. And that's not a normal thing that people go through and then they just don't talk about it. Like he gives nothing. And I think that's just because once again they're writing it as it's just like, whatever, that happened. And it's like, no, it's not whatever. It's like this needs to be explored. And I think, like you said, if he had a real crash out and we were able to see it, I think fans would be all in. Like, this is what we really needed to see, you know? But you know how they do. And then also, now Hope and what is it? Hope and Liam are trying to get back. Okay, just put them back together and let's move on. Like, that's what they would like. Just let them. And then Daphne and Carter look like they're gonna try. But I did like how Daphne said, "I don't want to be somebody's second choice." And then they had Carter just kind of be like, I noticed. It felt like a real conversation. He's like, I noticed that I tend to want to be with women I need to save or who I think need saving. And he was
Very
like,
introspective too.
huh?
That's very introspective of him.
Exactly. And then he was like, it would be different with you because you don't need me to save me. You will be with me not because you need me, but because you actually want to be with me. And I was like, huh. It's like those are some good lines there. I was like, all right, Carter, like I see you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you could write stuff like that for Carter getting with a woman, why can't you do that for Will? But low key, Carter is played by Lawrence. I think St. Vincent is his last name.
Like male empowerment. It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. But low key, Lawrence, who plays Carter, I think, don't quote, I could be wrong. I think sometimes he writes too for them. So yeah, there was that part. But do you have, oh, Deacon and Taylor, what are your thoughts?
I mean, we knew that was kind of coming.
Yeah,
Did
definitely.
we know Sheila was gonna be hiding in bushes and stuff and trying to sneak and see them? No, we did not know that part. But I would have liked Taylor to have time to explore her,
Mm.
but this may
Oh,
be like the real life version of what I would want to see because it is a lot of jump to jump.
yeah.
Like you jumping for a reason. Let's kind of figure out there. But maybe this may be an opportunity for her to do both at the same time, like explore Deacon while exploring herself, or Deacon pulls out the exploration within herself. So
Yeah. And
let's
I
see.
would love that too. And I feel like
That's different.
it is different. And the thing with Bold and the Beautiful is like they do have a shortage of men that Brooke hasn't slept with. So um
I'm looking for my Viola bag.
it's true. So it's just like, okay, like who, like let's give it a buck. She slept with Eric, she slept with Ridge, Deacon. You could just go down the list. Thank God she hasn't slept with Will, Finn, or Liam. Thank God. It's
Oh
probably
my
close enough to.
God. And
But who else is like Taylor going to be with at this point in time? You know what I'm saying? I said in the past, I thought, Sean and Krista had chemistry, and I think Rebecca and Sean have chemistry too. So like, to get her away from Ridge, I'm here for it because I'm so sick of that triangle. Like it's 30
I
years
agree.
in,
I
so
agree.
let's chop chop. But moving on along to days of our life. So obviously everybody finds out that, the whole Sophia storyline really exploded.
Right. This is what it came down to.
You already know how I feel,
And she had a breakdown coming too. I said she's having a psychotic break, and she did.
and she did. And we talked about, I just think it was a lot of pressure on an 18-year-old girl whose frontal lobe is not all the way developed. the immense pressure from like everyone. And you got it. I just loved how Rachel Boyd, who plays Sophia, she even threw that napkin at Johnny. And I understood that. It's just like she blames him. It's all because
Like,
of you.
like the frustration.
And I did enjoy that entire scene. I thought it was good, and I feel as though she reached the precipice. For me too, I was just like, I didn't like that Javi and Leo came in. I just didn't feel like it was the moment for that, not with a baby. Like it was too high pressure. It was super duper tense. Babies, children's, they feel everything. I just felt like that wasn't the time and the place for it. But we knew the psychotic break was gonna happen because people try to act like she knew that that baby wasn't Tate. She did not know that that baby was not Tate's. But I
I
have
don't think
my
she would have been doing all of that if she knew.
exactly. Why would she even care? She been wanting Tate. So like and once again, this is what happens like when you don't allow us to see the motivation of a character, or when you have a new writing regime who changes, the story and they don't really
Yeah.
like. But yeah, that's not here now. I just thought Rachel Boyd did very, very good. Also, I love that we're seeing a little bit more of Abe, and Abe has a bone to pick with Paulina. That man felt so betrayed, but in actuality, yeah, I'm on Paulina's side.
That's surprising for you. That's not your favorite character.
No, and I
Like,
I know. Because I always had issues with the way Paulina is with Chanel. Like that is all like always my thing. And also I have issues with them, retconning a double retcon
the
with
mom, auntie, like,
yeah, yeah, I didn't like that. But for me, what was Paulina supposed to do? Like, she also has to keep the trust of Theo. And why would she discourage him? She doesn't necessarily know, like, how bad it was with the Demiras and Lexi. And Lexi was a Demira. And also, that is Theo's family. If this is what Theo wants to do, like, I'm gonna be like, for me personally, what I would do, I would warn, like, I've heard certain things about the Demiras. I've seen how they act with Chanel. I know your father, doesn't like it, but I can't tell you what to do. So I just wish you the best in whatever you decide. So I
yeah.
don't think Paulina did anything wrong. She's trying to support Abe's son. And I'm like, Abe, like she wasn't around for everything that was going on with the Demiras and Lexi and all of that stuff. And I know that his mother didn't want him to go that route, but unfortunately, Lexi did die, and she wasn't able to kind of keep instilling that in Theo also as well. I don't know. It's just very complicated. That's what I would say.
I agree. I agree.
Hmm. And then, so Theo he accepts it. He's going to be the CEO of Zamira. He lets Xander know, but he also exposes Gabby at the same time, but she's able to, clean it up.
But I
So,
feel like we've known kind of, I want to say like the last week or so that Gabby was going to get exposed. Like, or it was like fishing towards that was what was going to happen.
yeah, definitely. Sis was able to wiggle her way on out of it because she's definitely like a wiggler. So, and it just worked out for her. And then Rachel is starting to get her memory back. I do wonder how that's going to play out because obviously Marlena, EJ, and Kristen, I think, are the only people who really know. Damn, I wonder if Brady's going to feel betrayed. Ooh, that's going to be a lot of stuff.
Of course, but he was over there playing Inspector Gadget for Tate and Sophia.
Yeah.
I do want to go back. How did you feel watching Amy hold the baby?
You
'Cause-
know what? She pissed me off.
okay.
So I didn't mind it at first, but how are you going to insult how they're living? The individuals who have taken your grandchild and cared for him, loved him, all of this stuff, but still insult them in the same breath.
Mm.
That was what I didn't really like with it. I didn't feel any type of way about her. That was what I didn't like mostly. But so
It
what
was
are you
Leo
getting at?
face. It was Leo face for me.
He didn't like it.
Like he didn't like it and he knew something.
Hmm. See, I'm gonna have to go back. I was just looking at Amy ass. I was just like, why did you
Because
say
he didn't
that?
want to
Yeah.
like a panic real quick, anxiety, something about to
She
happen.
gotta try and take him.
So like yeah, like that's kind of how it was. That's like literally what I read in his face. So I'm like, okay.
I could see her doing that. I've also seen rumblings too that people think that Amy might kidnap him.
Mm.
So I don't know which route they're gonna go, but like I'm here for it. Like, you know what, we'll see the tide that turns and like how they want to go about it. Yeah, because I don't really know. So sometimes I don't know like where they want to go with the story, to be truthfully honest. So yeah. Um, and then also the last part, saving. Oh, you know what? Before we get to Sarah and Xander, where the hell is Jada Hunter at? And why did y'all take Brandon Beamer off contract, who plays Sean Douglas?
Because they took their storyline away.
I hate that. I hate that. Like, no matter what it says, Sean Douglas is the child of a super freaking couple. Like, Bo and Hope were just as popular as Luke and Laura. Like, they're another hugely popular super couple. I just don't understand why they don't have Sean D around, and now we don't get to see him with Jada. Like, we haven't seen Jada in a minute. And that
No,
just popped up in my mind.
we haven't. And like even with Shawnee D, I feel like he was very instrumental when everything was going on with John Black and then both
Mm-hmm.
went back. So it's like that storyline faded out, and was that them slowly fading him out as well.
I hate that. Or when a new writing machine came, they said, no, I'm gonna do something different. And I'm just like, I don't know. I just get so confused by that. But, they gonna do what they do sometimes, unfortunately. I was shook if when someone told me they took him off contract. And I was like, this sucks. Like, okay, here they go. And like, okay, so the last part, Sarah and Xander. When they argue, I just be riveted. I'm like, give me my popcorn. Like, ooh,
They be so into it, y'all.
they
Like
do.
okay, I like them, but I think I like their chemistry. I've been liking Sarah since she woke up. I ain't know Sarah before that. Y'all know I'm new to days. I didn't know Sarah before she woke up. She woke up. She been there. They got the little blonde hair baby. Okay, nigga, love this for y'all. Sarah found out that Xander is the one that attacked Philip. But I think a lot of it has to do with Maggie letting him know, I know that it was you last summer. Like
Hmm.
Maggie basically told him, like, I know. And I was waiting on Philip to come forward and say it was you. And he didn't.
Ooh, I love it. I do love Maggie. I always love when the veterans are inserted into stories like that. I just feel like that's how it's supposed to be, low key. And then they drop a bomb and then they go about their
And go
way.
about their business. They come in like an elder with the wisdom. You doing too much. And then they scurry on back in the
Yep.
corner. Like,
Yep.
oh, like scurry back. But I feel like she lit some fire under Xander.
Mm-hmm.
And Sarah kind of just like read him to filth. But I don't think that Sarah also took into consideration the role that she played in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because Xander got upset after finding out Philip lied, things were fabricated and everything came out with the company. All information that you knew, Sarah.
Yep. Yep.
So you could have stopped your husband from going crazy like that, and then threw up all his previous transgressions in his face. I wasn't there when he shot Marlena. I really don't know what happened. I wasn't there. Something happened to Susan. I wasn't there when it happened to Susan either. Like, so I'm not trying to take that away from anybody. But Xander was like, that was a long time ago. And I felt that. Cause it's like, if I'm trying to do better, I'm trying to change. He like, I'm never gonna hurt you and Victoria again. Like I'm really trying to do better. Sarah was not trying to hear it. And
He
I'm just
wasn't.
like, okay, Glass House. You did some stuff too. What? Because cause when you woke up, you've been on go mode since you woke up. Like,
Okay, great. And that's the thing, like I don't feel like Sarah should have like thrown that in his face. For me, when it pertains to arguments, I'm always like, let's stay in the now. You know what I'm saying?
yes, yes, please. Because if we're gonna be healing and moving on and forgiving things, like you forgive, but you don't have to forget.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause if you forget, then you allow for it to happen again. You got to remember
Exactly.
the lesson associated with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if we're forgiving, I don't got to throw that shit in your face every time it come up. I ain't have to bring up Marlena.
Yep.
I did not have to do that. That was not fair. But when he said that was a long time ago, I saw that hurt in his face. I was
Like,
like,
no. And it was because he has been trying to change. Like he's been really like
he's just a
making the
monster.
effort.
You're an
Yeah.
angry monster. He's like, no, I'm not.
It's like once again my favorite line, woo woo woo. And like I would say too, like I always feel like arguments need to stay in the now and what happened. The thing for me with Sarah, I felt like she should have been like, at the end of the day, you should have been honest with me because we were trying to move forward. I think if he would have been honest, she would have been mad, but maybe they would have been able to kind of like figure it out. But also it's the stories. They don't want that and they don't want it to be too quick. So I just felt like, Sarah, let's not bring up past-ish because then I feel like you need to talk to Marlena too because that's
Oh,
not huh?
what she do?
No, I
What
say
make me mad? What she do?
no,
Like,
I say she needs to talk to Marlena as like a counselor too because it's just like that's not the way to move forward within a relationship. If we're arguing now about what's happening now and how you lied to me when we were supposed to be moving forward. Like that's what it should be. But instead, you're standing here bringing up old ish, and then he could bring up old ish too. If at the end of the day, how about it was
honestly,
all because of
yes.
you? Like, well, I shouldn't say all because of you, but you knew about it and didn't tell me, and this could have been stopped. So it didn't even need to get that far. So yeah. But shout out to Lindsay again and Paul. Like they are amazing screen actors, like screen partners together. I think they really do amazing work. So
Agree.
and I guess we'll go on down to General freaking Hospital. Well, Portia's pregnant, obviously, and I just would really love for Jordan to mind her business a little bit. And I'm a
I don't
Jordan
like
fan, but she's just too in it for me.
I don't like the whole "Who's my baby daddy" storyline. I
For
don't like it. I don't
for
like
an
it.
over 50-year-old woman, yeah.
But
And this is the second time it happened.
mm,
So
but like
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
it pisses me off. It really pisses me off. Yes, Jordan, you should mind your business, but Jordan know that girl pregnant too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she knows. I just hate how they always got Jordan behind Curtis. Like girl over Jordan. Shout out to these my fruit snacks. They called Jordan Dookie. I mean not Jordan, Curtis Dookie Booty. Yo, anytime they said that to me, I'm dying. But y'all already know how I feel about Curtis. I did appreciate previously how Curtis and Isaiah got in it, and Isaiah got in that. Okay,
He was like, you need to be nicer to your wife.
and he needed to hear it because he Curtis is never nice to any of his wives. He is another person who is extremely
Yeah.
judgmental. At least with Nicole on BTG, she's judgmental to everybody. Curtis is only judgmental to the women he's in relationships with. The specifically, and
Mm,
he expects them to be like more holier than thou like he is, but let Nina do something is forgiven, let Laura do something is forgiven, anybody else who's not with him, it's cool. But if it's the woman that he's with, and that's why I'm like, Jordan, I need you to grow some and move on because he didn't
yeah.
treat you right either, and then you sitting over here like you forgot how he treated you when he found out he lied. And I'm like, and I am like, Curtis, you are a freaking recovery drug addict. I know you made some lies and was doing things you had no business doing. I know you was. Like
So,
I've seen people do. Like, please stop. He acts like he's so much holier than now than anybody else there, and it just pisses me off. And speaking of drugs, so Ronnie got drugged.
and okay, so are we agreeing that Ronnie got drugs?
I think Ronnie got drugged, and for mine, and this is just me, I think it was Martin, like randomly coming with a phone that's little, and then staying. Like, if you find out that it's not her phone, then I will leave. But now you talking to everybody?
Yeah.
No, and they left her tea alone. So like, I did peep that. So yeah, that was just like, I don't know, that was just super, weird to me. But what really also pissed me off was Brooklyn and Olivia. Please, Jane Elliott, God bless your heart. You are an amazing actress. Like, oh my God. But also like Brooklyn and Olivia not having her back is insane to me. I had people also say that, yeah, they didn't like it, but also like Tracy hasn't had Brooklyn's back when it comes to Lulu. Okay, you got that. I'll give you that. But also in the same token, when it comes to Olivia, didn't for Olivia to say you can't even stay at the Metro Court, bitch, who are you? Like what? I thought that was a little bit too much. And that's why I'm like, Olivia is not a true quartermain and she's not a true quartermain wife. Like I just don't feel like it, like that's what she is. And I also feel like she tries to change the quartermains. Quartermains arguing are their love language. That's it for them. That's how they show they love each other. Being sneaky and conniving and cunning, that is the quartermains. Don't be coming up in here trying to change my quartermains, but like I don't like it.
I'm up in here trying to change my quartermains.
And she always be doing that. I'd be like, no, but it just really didn't sit right with me. Her saying that she couldn't even stay at the Metro Court. I was like, who do you
Yeah.
think you talking to, girl? Mm-mm. And then also, Drew continues to be in a hole.
He's just a
Using
menace.
using Scout as a bargaining chip and then also coming at Danny and Rocco. It's just
It's
disgusting. You
a
need
lot.
to we're like I need one of these parents to get in his ass like hard body and I
That's not
believe
my
on
fun.
Monday Laura hopefully will. Like I need people to go in on him. I am so tired of this man.
Yeah, I think everybody is.
Somebody said he
Tracy
needs
Butler on the ABC 7 Chicago News. She is our weather lady in the morning. She talked about him the other day. Cause she does like Soap Talk ABC 7. And but it was literally during the weather. And she was like, oh, Cameron, I have to separate. But I can't stand Drew. And she's literally, now we got into the, and I'm like, I'm like, everybody wouldn't have caught that. Tracy would like caught that shit. Like,
because everybody cannot stand this man. Like it's so bad. And then it's just like Alexis, please bring Natasha out and get a car. You used to this. You're not new to this. You true to this, sis. Like get a car and do what you need to do.
Natasha gonna hit somebody with a car, baby, and act like she ain't do it or she ain't
She's
do
done
it
it
on
like twice.
purpose.
That's why Tracy blackmailed her.
Like, I didn't do it on purpose. I went, girl, who did?
A car is your favorite weapon, Alexis. It is like it is. I was just like, oh my god. But also um, Danny standing up for his sister. Like I love that. I love that. Rocco like standing 10 toes down behind him. Love that. Like, and the last part that oh yeah. Chase, if you want to be with Willow, just go ahead. Because you are defending her entirely too much. And you getting on my nerves, bro. Like she is not the wilted flower that you think she is. She made the decisions and those choices. It took two to tango, and she was part of it with Drew. But I
You love
have to.
that girl.
And the last topic for GH would actually be previous when Michael chewed out Dante. I love me some Dante and Dom, but he wasn't wrong. It was because of him that he went to jail. And a lot of things happened in there that really screwed Michael up. And Michael has been very nice. It's time for Dark Michael and let Dark Michael rock because we love it. So chill out, Dante.
I agree.
Um, Last but not least, Young and the Restless. What I've seen so far, trauma with Sharon always. Like I love my girl Sharon, but they love putting her children in car accidents. Like guys, like bro, can we
Mhm.
can we chill on the car accidents with her children? Like let us have a storyline where she's at Cassidy, Faith is interning. We see something with Mariah and then working. Then you got Mariah out here trying to figure out what's wrong. It's just a lot going on over there too. But I only tune in for that. So, do you have anyone who was a breakout scene?
No.
Oh,
Do you?
actually, I'm gonna give it to Rachel Boyd for Sophia. I think she did a very good
Yeah,
job.
break down well.
Yeah, throwing that napkin at Johnny, going at her mother, telling her what it is. I just was like, yeah, I could rock with it. I think Rachel has done an amazing job in her growth as well too, because y'all know I love the first Sophia. So, but I think she's doing a good job now.
Yeah.
Um, and I think like that wraps us up for today. So please be sure to follow us on TikTok. It's soap.wire on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram, soap_wire. And then of course on Blue Sky, it is just soap wire. Now when it comes to me, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is lady2wise_ASA. Blue Sky Lady, two Y's ASA, and then also TikTok Lady, two Y's underscore ASA 312. Okay, Nee?
I am Instagram Neen underscore Amanda and Neen underscore the therapist. That's Neen for Neen. Blue Sky Neen Amanda, no underscore. Twitter Kiss My underscore Neen. And then TikTok Neen underscore Amanda.
Yeah. Oh, and also to the TikTokers, thanks so much for like supporting us on TikTok. The views are viewing, especially when it pertains to BTG and GH especially. The comments be on fire. For those who keep it respectful, I really appreciate you and we love that. So keep on supporting. We appreciate it. Every Wednesday at 8 a.m. is when the soap wire does drop. Sometimes we may need a break. So please don't mind us. We got about five different jobs between us. And with that, thank you so much for watching the Soap Bar brought to you by the TV Cave, and we will see you next week. Bye.